is Asinine Radio. This is the weekly music podcast where every week we get into our Fearless beer review. We get into the vinyl stuff we picked up, stuff we've been listening to, and then other happenings in the music world. We also get into Jeff's Record Store, Desert Grooves Records out in Chandler, Arizona. Huge shout out. While you're listening, go to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, give us 5 stars. If you're watching on YouTube, smash that subscribe button. And that's all I have for the boring intro.
Smash that subscribe button. So
let's get right into it. Let's get into the Fearless beer review. What do you got this week, Jeff? Go.
Oh, wow. I got this thing called Bell's Two-Hearted IPA.
I've seen that IPA before. I think I've had that IPA before.
This is a very popular beer from Wisconsin. This is another Wisconsin beer. This is actually really, really popular. People from Chicago, when I worked at the Vero's place, and we had this on tap in Chicago, they just like die for this shit. Like anybody in that area of the U.S. loves this beer. I've had this since I worked at Vero's, so I'm a little excited to get back into it. But yeah, I don't remember this being exceptionally good, but it's got a really high score in Beer Advocate, and it's got a really high score in Untappd. So
I guess we'll see.
So it must be really good.
What's the ABV on it?
7.
Okay, not bad. Not bad at all. Ooh, the dogs.
I forgot the dog was in here. Fucking scared me.
Oh, Phoenix? Okay. So the ABV is 7%. Not bad at all.
7%.
All right. So I don't know if I've had this or not, but it's a Stone Delicious IPA, but it's the hazy IPA. I've had the regular Stone Delicious, and it is delicious, but I'm not sure if I've ever had.
It's called delicious.
Yeah. So I'm not sure if I've ever had the hazy. Probably. It's 7.2 ABV. It's 19.2 fluid ounces. We go by ounces. So
correct form of measurement.
That is correct. Yes. So that's what I'm drinking today. I got some Coors Lights as my backies, as my backup beers.
Good.
More for me and you. So you ready to start drinking?
Yeah.
There we go. You already poured it?
No, I'm drinking out of the bottle.
Oh, okay. All right, here we go.
Come on, little bitch. Here we go. Wow. All right. So what do you think of your two-headed snake? What is the beer called again? What's it called again? Two-Hearted IPA.
Two-Hearted IPA. Okay.
Yeah.
What do you think of it? What do you got? And then what are you going to rate the beer based off of our world-famous 3-point rating system, where 3 is a perfect beer, 2 is a good beer, you're going to continue to drink. 1 is a bad beer, but give it a shot, and 0 is a drain pour. What do you got? Go.
This is fucking fine, dude. Like there's like I said, it has on Beer Advocate, it has like an almost perfect rating. This is nowhere near that. This is, it's kind of like people say there's a lot of citrus here, a lot of grapefruit. I don't like grapefruit at all, so maybe that's why. But everything just feels muddy. Everything just tastes like it's muddled together. It's meh. It's a little thicker of an IPA.
I imagine it to taste like a stone IPA, just like your regular stone IPA.
Yeah,
just a little bit malty, just a good IPA, but nothing great there. Just good.
There's nothing great about this. It's fine.
So what would you rate it?
This is a 1.5. Like I'm not gonna get this again, but if I'm at a bar, like a Wisconsin bar, I'll get it. For everyone else is getting one.
For because you go to Wisconsin so often, so.
Yeah, for shits and gigs, for sure.
Yeah. All right, so my Stone Delicious hazy IPA, this is excellent. This is really, really, really good. I'm shocked at how fucking good this is. It's extremely juicy tasting, a lot of orange taste in this. Not boozy at all, but it's not like an orange taste like a Blue Moon. It's different. It's a little bit hoppier, obviously. But damn, dude, this is good. This is really, really delicious. So it's, lives up to the name. Delicious. I'm going to give this a perfect 3 out of 3. This is a really fucking good beer.
Whoa.
And I mean, honestly, with beer, I rarely give a beer a 3 out of 3. I always joke around with the albums of the week, but this is a really, I never do that I rarely do it with beer, but this is a really, really solid beer. Damn, that's good.
Okay.
That's a perfect beer right here.
That's something. You were saying words.
All right. We good with the beer? Ready to move on?
Yeah, I'm good. Yeah, we can move on.
Let's get into the vinyl stuff we picked up, stuff we've been
Let's do
listening
it.
to. Your record store, Desert Grooves Records. You shut up.
Shout out.
So let's jump into it. What do you got this week? Oh, also, if you want to listen to some of the songs we talk about, the bands we're talking about, there's a playlist in the episode description. Go check it out. It's on Spotify. And what do you got? Go.
Here we go. Hawkwind. We had a full run of Hawkwind records at one point, like everything from their first record from like the early 70s all the way to the 90s, which is crazy. And then we got live records and like everything. And there's probably a good like 30 or 40 records in this collection. And when you get that many records in, it's kind of like, dude, like, what am I gonna fucking do with this, right? Like, where do I start? If I wanted to get into Hawkwind, where do I go? Where do I start?
Yeah.
None of our clientele really cared about Hawkwind enough, but like everybody would pick one or two records at a time. And now we have like 3 left, including the one that I took. So the one that I took home was Alien 4. That's the name of the record. It's so dumb.
Terrible. But the artwork's really cool. The artwork's super
It's just so fucking cheesy. It's so cheesy. And it's from 95. It's their 20th record. Ugh. But they're a London group, early 70s. They had Lemmy in the early years. Mm-hmm. This is a record that Lemmy switched over to bass. Or not this record, but the band that he switched over to bass because he thought he was joining the band as a bass player because he sucks at guitar. His first band he played guitar in. But I never got into these guys. Never cared. Never thought of it, and it's just too much. Like getting to Zappa, right? Like, what the fuck do you do with Zappa?
Yeah.
So I decided to pull this one down because we are having the Black Friday sale. I'm like, damn, I should listen to all of our expensive wall records before we sell them for 20% off because I might not ever see it again. And that whole week, I listened to a lot of stuff. Most, like 90% of it, just like, I don't give a fuck about this. But through this one on, I was like, this is pretty goddamn good here. I like this.
I did listen to
it. Pretty good.
I wanted to get into Hawkwind. I was
pleasantly surprised.
I wanted to get into Hawkwind for a long, long time. But once again, don't know where to start. Much like Zappa, David Bowie. Don't know where to start. And everybody speaks highly of Hawkwind. I only know about them because of Lemmy, because I'm a Motorhead fan. But yeah, I've heard songs here and there, and I thought it was fine. But never ever got into a record until this week. I did listen to it on Spotify. It's pretty damn good, but not enough for me to want to go buy the record. But also this record,
$100 record. So
also this record came out in 95. I'm sure their stuff in the 70s is a lot different. So, or pretty different. Also, I read too, Ginger Baker played on one of their records too, which is pretty cool. So
they've been around for so fucking long.
I think like what, 67, something like that. 68?
Yeah, I think their first record dropped in like 70.
Oh, was it? Okay.
So like right there. But the guy, one guy's been there since the beginning, but only one dude. Otherwise, it's been a massive rotating list of musicians. But that's crazy. One guy's been there since the beginning. That's pretty good.
That's good.
It's pretty good.
Yeah.
But this is cool. I like this. Very spacey, and they're like a space rock prog band, hard rock prog band. And this was super spacey. It was just like fucking aliens, man. Yeah. Aliens, dude.
Also, what a cool band name, Hawkwind. Hawkwind, that's a cool fucking name for a band.
Got some fucking talons on that thing or something.
I was looking at some of their other artwork too, album artwork, and they have some really cool album covers.
They do. I took 2 or 3 more records home. They have a live record that I took home, and I took 2 more records home, just like the 2 that we had.
Mm-hmm.
And I thought we had the first record that they did that had Lemmy on it. I thought we had that one there too. I didn't see it, but it might have been misplaced. I'm gonna look for that one because I'm curious to see what that sounds like too.
Yeah. I've never gone and listened to it. I know I probably should have because I do like Motorhead, but I don't know why I haven't. Did he? I think he only did that one record, right? I'm double checking right now, but I think he only did the one. But anyway, what else you got?
Anyway. Yeah. So Hawkwind, that's cool. This band called Babe Ruth. The album's called First Base.
Yeah, what is this?
We've seen this one a lot. This is actually really, really popular in the hip hop community. The song, what's it called? Mexican or Mexico or something like that. I don't remember what it's called. The Mexican. That's what it's called. It's really big in the hip hop community. People from like African Mabata, like Sugar Ray, Jungle Brothers, like everybody has sampled a part of this song. So I've always like knew this is kind of like important.
Mm-hmm.
It's an English prog band. And I was like, do you really need more English fucking prog bands in the early 70s? Probably not. But this is a US first press or UK first press. I was like, fuck it, man. Like, this is the copy to have. If I like this record, this is the copy that I should be taking home. So I took it home, and I was like, damn, this is pretty fucking good. I like this a lot. What do you think?
It was fine. I thought it was kind of boring.
It was fine.
I thought it was
UK
kind of boring.
Prog from the early 70s.
Yeah, I just thought
this is cool. They incorporate so many different styles and like themes, and like they incorporate the lyrics into like what they're actually playing, and it kind of tells like a little mini story and that transitions. It's fucking cool. It's wild. They're really good, and I like it. I like it a lot.
All right. I thought it was just very. There was one song from one of the songs from one of these records that I really really liked, but yeah, the Babe Ruth song, I just who cares? So also Lemmy played on 3 of their studio albums, Hawkwind. 3 of their studio albums, their 3rd, 4th, and 5th record, I believe it was. And then he played on a shit ton of their live records and a ton of singles. I think he's listed on as playing on like maybe 8 or 9 of their live records throughout the decades. And then a bunch of singles, 7 inches and stuff like that. But three actual studio albums. So
I wonder if he's on the live record that I took home. I'll check.
What
it was.
Do you remember the name of the record?
Nah.
Okay.
I don't know the name of the record at all. I just know the artwork.
Oh, okay. Well, anyway, let's move on.
Yeah.
Let's move on.
Okay. Move on.
What else you got?
Another band, United States of America. This is just a psych band from like the late 60s into the early 70s. They're from LA. They're kind of popular for having like really highly political lyrics, very leftist political lyrics. And this is kind of the first record that like heavily incorporated a lot of like synthetic electric sounds into the psych universe. And so it wasn't just like using like a synthesizer, but they used a lot of fucking weird instruments that just people just weren't doing, especially like in the LA Frisco scene in the late 60s like this. Very experimental, didn't always hit, but it's very ambitious, and I like this a lot. It's cool. It's cool.
This is really cool. The song that you put on here, it was fantastic. It was cool. Fantastic. So when it came on, I'm like, this is not the Presidents of the United States of America. And then I realized, no, this is not the band at all.
This is no president, just
all
United
I read
States
was in United States. Yeah, I don't know why. I just automatically thought of the 90s band, but it's 100% not them. It doesn't sound anything like it, but I was very confused for a moment there. But this song was really good.
Even on like the wiki, it says not to be confused with the President of the United States of America.
It's good.
But yeah, this is cool. It's a U.S. first press, so that's why like all these stuff that were in the store for so long, I was like, man, like this is the pressing to have, right? Like if you're gonna collect records that you like, you might as well try and collect the most, either a first press or like the most sought after copy.
Agreed.
And this is like that's why I was kind of like going through all these things. There was so much stuff I listened to that I was like, dude, this is dumb. I'd fucking get rid of it.
So was this the first time you've ever heard of this band?
No, I heard this band. I mean, the first time I heard this band when we got the record in, but I was taking so much stuff home at the time that I was like, I got to cool it a little bit. And then I don't know, just sat there and I just totally forgot about it because we kind of moved some of our wall items to like a little shell, like a little cubby, and it's just like good stuffs. And then you kind of flip through that stuff, kind of like Grace Records behind the counter has them. So it just sat in there. I totally forgot about it. Like, oh yeah, fuck, this is really good. Let me listen to it again. It's like, oh dude, fuck yeah, fuck you guys.
Yeah, I want to actually. Do you really want to listen to the whole record? I really, really like that song that you put on there. I don't remember the name of the song, but
like I said, they not every song hits that well. Like they do. I don't want to say strike out, but they do swing for the fences and kind of come up short sometimes. But like the ambition is there, and it's just kind of fucking wild. Like, what do you guys do? What were you thinking? What are you doing?
I never know what he does.
It's crazy. I never know what they're doing.
All right, what else?
All right, now I got the Omar Rodriguez Lopez Gonzalez Ayala's record here, so we can just skip over that. But
you're the worst. You are the worst.
Nah, I got this at
Cryptomnesia.
Nichols.
Yeah, you did. I was there.
Cryptomnesia.
I was there.
Is this the only album by this group?
Yes. Yeah. So it's Omar. It's Omar, Zach.
So stupid.
Zach Hill on drums. Fucking Juan on bass. Cedric on vocals. I forgot who played keyboards on it, but yeah, it's essentially like a condensed version of the Mars Volta with a different drummer and a different keyboard player. And it's kind of a wild record. It's a little bit heavier. It's wonky. It's weird. It's fucked up and loud. It's a weird record, but I fucking love it. And you got an OG press. You didn't get the repress that came out last year.
Do we have the same copy?
Yeah, we have the same copy because the repress has a different cover. It has a different cover, so that's how
it's just like that matte silver looking thing.
Exactly. So you and I have an OG press of it. So I'm glad you're keeping
Very
it.
Cool.
Glad you like it.
Like you said, it really is like a Mars Volta record.
Like if you're familiar with the Bedlam and Goliath record, it's very similar to that because he recorded the record at the same time as Bedlam, but it's even more off the wall than Bedlam is. It's not nearly as focused as Bedlam. It's a bizarre record, but it's fucking sick. It's really sick.
Yeah. I like it a lot. And it's fun. It's funny to think like Zach Hill, because I can't stand Death Grips like with a fucking passion.
Yeah.
It's just a stupid hip hop group that I think people.
I don't like Death Grips either, but I like Hella. Hella is really cool. That was the band he was in for years prior to Death Grips. He was in that band, and then he was in Team Sleep, which I know you don't like Chino from Deftones, but he was in Team Sleep, and then he was also the first drummer for Scars on Broadway. The guy from System, Darren from System, he was the original drummer for the band, but then he was replaced by John from System on the first record. But anyway, yeah, Zach Hill,
that's
wild drummer.
He's a good drummer. Yeah.
Fantastic drummer. Wild.
Hella's cool. Math Rock's cool.
Math Rock it can be fun to listen to, not a lot, but it's fun to listen to sometimes. So that's Hella. That's kind of what this record is too. It's kind of like this math rocky kind of thing too.
It's good. It's good.
Yeah.
Glad I got it.
Me too. I'm surprised.
And the last thing, Saves the Day. Save the Day, baby boy.
Mm-hmm.
Are you surprised? So like, there's a lot of Omar stuff I like.
All you do is bitch about Omar. You bitch about Omar.
He makes a lot of stuff that's not
good. You bitch
good.
about Mars Volta.
Like, stupid.
You bitch about At the Drive-In. You bitch about everything. Anything Omar related.
I don't bitch about The Drive-In. I don't bitch about The Drive-In.
You bitch about fucking not Casino out
Interalia.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's still a good record. I think it's still ranked at like a 1.75 or something. It's still high.
You're an idiot.
But like, come on, Omar does a lot of dumb shit that is completely.
He does do
absolutely
some dumb shit.
Filler. Like at best, it's fucking filler. So come on, relax. Return. But yeah, the last thing I got here is Saves Today. Saves Today, their third record, 2001. This is just nostalgic.
Mm-hmm.
You know, it's whiny pop punk with a little bit of emo leanings. It's stupid. I'll never forget the time that I saw Saves the Day live. Renee and Angel went. I took Renee and Angel went with us, but we left. Like I couldn't stand his vocals live. It was one of the worst things I've ever seen. And we left. We did not even finish. We couldn't even finish the fucking set.
Was Angel pretty disappointed too? Because he loves pop punk.
Yeah, we all kind of looked at you like, "Oh, bro, you are not aging well." And this is like fucking 2010, right?
Yeah.
So like he's not that old, but like, damn, I just ew. But yeah, I like this record a lot. This is my favorite Saves the Day record. This is not an OG pressing; it was just a repress. But I just never seen it, and I was excited. At Nichols, same day.
Oh, you did get it the same day. Okay.
Same day, baby girl.
That was a big day for me, so it's hard to remember.
That was a big day for you. You got a lot of stuff that day.
Got a lot
true.
of shit.
That's true.
Which I'm going to be talking about a couple of those things.
And you chose what? I thought you only put AFIs on your thing.
Yeah, and all of these AFIs.
Oh my god,
came from that day.
Tuesday, Wednesday. But yeah, I chose Certain Tragedy. It was kind of the more like faster paced pop punk rock song. And that's my favorite song. But At Your Funeral is a song that Mike and I sing all the time. So
yeah, fucking you and Mike, man.
That's what we do.
Yeah. I don't know. Saves the Day, they weren't my thing. I'm not the biggest pop punk guy. It's just too whiny for me. I don't care. I don't care.
I mean, Chris Conley's fucking whiny too.
Yeah. I would say he's whinier than Newfound Glory, the singer from Newfound Glory.
Oh, for sure.
His name Jordan something. I don't remember. Yeah, it saves
Jordan Pudnick, something like
Pickney?
that. Yeah.
Pickney, I think it is. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Who cares? Yeah, it Saves the Day. I don't. They're not my thing at all. I don't. They're stupid. They're dumb. That's dumb. So dumb.
That's okay.
But I'm glad you got it. I'm glad you enjoy it. That's all that matters. That's all that matters.
I enjoy it, and I bought it used, regardless of what people think about Chris Conley and he's weirdo and grooming. So I bought it used.
Okay. Don't support the band, baby. Don't support the band. All right. So is that all you got?
That's it, kid. I mean, I have more, but this is the stuff that like we haven't talked about in the past. I listened to a lot of other stuff over the week, but
yeah. Okay. All right. So what I got here, I'll start. So I got 3 EPs, 3 AFI EPs. These are EPs that you and I ordered from interpunk.com almost 3 years ago. Almost 3 years ago. We thought we got ripped off, and we're just like we just kind of gave up on it. Every once in a while,
we did get ripped off.
we did get ripped off, and then so we just kind of gave up. And then after a while, we're like, oh, you said you might as well just email them and call them like once a month, and you just did that consistently, whatever. And then out of nowhere, they just appeared at your door. The EPs appeared at your door.
No tracking number sent.
Nothing.
No, like, hey, your order has shipped. Nothing.
And mind you, when we bought these, we were very young in the game. We didn't really know better, but Interpunk has a terrible, terrible track record. And we fell for it. We did fall for it, but I'm glad.
Yeah, we got ripped off. We did. He had no intention of sending that to us. I think because of either my incessant calling or just like more eyeballs on him ripping people off, because back order, you can just take somebody's money, and as long as you have intentions on fulfilling that order, you don't have to fulfill that order. Like, you just straight up fucking don't. If something's on back order, it may never, because you can order fucking like dogs on the SRC website or whatever, or no, the Toy Pads Deluxe on the SRC vinyl website, and it's on back order, and they'll gladly take your money. And you know goddamn well that's never going to get that pressing's never going to get repressed. But we didn't know. We were new.
Yep.
I call them every week.
Yeah, you were calling them very often. So we finally got them, and what these EPs are, I'm just going to go through them one by one. So this one is Behind the Times right here. Obviously a repress from this year, from June 1993. This is the first EP they put out. AFI put out. What does it have? It has fucking, I don't even know what songs. Yeah, a couple songs that aren't on any records. Fucking NyQuil's, no. High School Football Heroes on here. Rizzo and the Box is on here. Serial Wars, which are also on Answer That and Very Proud of You. But yeah, so I got that one, or you and I both have that one. Eddie Picnic's All Wet right here. Live EP recorded in Petaluma at the Phoenix Theater. Originally came out in 93 or 94, but recorded in 93. And then Dork, the Dork EP. Dork. So that is the drummer from AFI, Adam Carson. This is actually originally a split with a band called Loose Change, but when these were repressed by Jeff Kresge, formerly of AFI, he decided, well, you know, I'm not going to do the split with Loose Change, probably because I have a bad relationship with AFI and all those guys in the East Bay. So he just decided to put 2 extra songs on here that were not on the original. So it's no longer a split. The repress is not a split. It's actually just an EP with all AFI songs. So there you go. There's that. There was controversy regarding these EPs. We talked about it years ago on the podcast.
Yeah, seriously. Like when we ordered these, we talked about
it. Yeah, because you know, Jeff Kresge, like I said, former member, he owns Key Lime Pie Records. That was the label that originally put these EPs out, and he owns it. Solely owns that record label. He repressed it without telling the other members of the band. Not even Mark, the original guitar player, didn't tell them. And the AFI actually had to come out with a statement and say, you know, we don't condone this. He didn't inform us of this. So obviously there's bad blood with them and Jeff Kresge again, unfortunately. But anyway, so we got the represses. I would love to have an OG, of these, but until then I will stick with these ones. And
that will probably never happen.
Probably not. They're pricey,
they are very pricey. Yeah. And really the only way you're going to get it is either see it in the wild or I will get it.
Yes.
But if I get it, then I'm just going to keep it.
And I'm sure if I ever saw it in the wild, it's only ever going to be at Radiation Records.
And you're not, no.
And they're going to upcharge it so much. Yeah. So that's just not.
That place is wild.
They have a lot of shit though. They have a lot of stuff.
They have a lot of cool shit, like the stuff that I'm like, what the fuck? Like I still can't believe they had that Into the Unknown Bad Religions record. Like, that was just crazy.
It was, right? And then the OG Milo, the OG Static 8, or the OG Walk Among Us, like,
yeah,
they have the OGs of like everything that you want. OG Black Flag, 7 inches, all this kind of shit.
It's really impressive. Like that dude is just, it's crazy.
Radiation
motherfucker. Come on.
Fullerton, California. If you're ever interested, if you're ever in Southern California, Orange County, go check them out. Radiation Records in Fullerton.
Just don't buy anything.
It's a store that you should experience. It's an experience in itself.
It's an experience. Yes.
The guy,
I would never go back there.
one of the guys who works there, super, super, super fucking nice and cool. The owner, an asshole, but
Dickhead.
it's a cool sort of experience. I bought a few records there, got some good deals there, but most of the time, yeah, you're going to be spending more than you should be. So anyway, after those EPs, I got this. This next thing I have here is AFI again. This is all AFI because we're in AFI. We're in Easy Hard season, but we're doing AFI this week. So
AFI.
Here we go. Very proud of you. You see that right there? Very proud of you. This is an OG copy right here. This is your OG copy that you got rid of or you wanted to get rid of for whatever reason. And of course, I
was in a mood. I was in a mood.
You were in a mood.
I was in a mood.
You were in a purge mood, and
I was in a purge mood.
Purged it.
You got lucky. You got lucky.
I got that and a Guttermouth record, which we'll talk about at a later time. So yeah, I got that one. Yeah, it's OG. I have
in the shrink.
In the shrink too. Yeah, I know.
God damn.
Second album from '96 too, by the way. So that's cool. I think that's the fourth OG AFI record I have. So, or fourth or fifth OG AFI I have.
Oh, because you're counting the dumb ones from like Bodies. Bodies.
I got Bodies. I got Blood.
Thursday.
Oh. I got Very Proud of Ya. I got Missing Man EP, OG, and then I have now this one, Crash Love Baby.
There she is.
Crash
baby.
Love Baby. Oh, look at that. The album of the week. So this is the album of the week. I'm not going to get too into the music or anything like that, but pick this one up from your record store, Desert Grooves Records. Huge shout out.
I just like it took years for you to get this. Like you just
took a year. Yeah,
you did not want this.
No, I wanted it, but I had to justify it. So, yeah, I finally got it from your store, and yeah, this is the only time it's ever been pressed. 2009, and it also came with an all access pass. You see that right there. If you're watching on video, you can see the Crash Love Tour all access pass that your store got somehow from that specific Crash Love Tour. You can see right here. Some guy came into your record store and dropped off a bunch of backstage passes and autographs and shit, and this happened to be one of them.
This is the guy that I bought the blue from, the Weezer Blue.
Oh yeah.
And he wrote for some London rag like Kerrang or something, but not Kerrang. Yeah, some London fucking slop, some pinko commie trash probably. No, he's a really cool guy. His name's Jonathan. He's a cool dude. But yeah, he comes in every time to time and just like sells us fucking backstage passes, and we buy them for like $1 or whatever, set lists and stuff. And we throw them in records, not to increase the value of that record, but to like solidify the price of that record,
entice people to buy.
He dropped off a set list. So like we have an OG Distillers record, their first record, and we have it for $60, which is about what it goes for, regardless. But then also in there's a picture that's signed by what's the chick's name?
Brody
Dolly or whatever the fuck her name is. Yeah. Signed by her, and then there's a set list in the back and a backstage pass, and no one's fucking bought it yet. And that really pisses me off.
That's pretty sick though. That's pretty sick. You guys had a yellow card one too, not too long ago. Did you sell that one?
Yeah, full press kit. Yeah. Okay. That one we kind of cheated on a little bit, but yeah, we had a full press kit on that one. But this guy's cool. And like that copy that you got, like everybody eyeballs that one. Everybody comes in like, oh, you still trying to sell the Crash Love? And since it's gone, we've had like multiple people like, oh, did you guys sell the Crash Love? And I was like, yep. Black Friday, maybe 20% off. Go, oh, I should have bought it. As if they're gonna fucking buy it.
Yeah.
Like, oh, I was gonna buy it. Like, no, you fucking.
But my dumbass fucking bought it when I was out there.
That is like they can repress that 1 billion times. Doesn't matter. There will only be one original,
and I have it. And I now have it.
And that's cool.
Yeah.
And now is that the most expensive besides like box sets? Like the most expensive copy?
Like individual record? Yeah. Yeah. Excluding the box sets. Yeah. It's
good.
Yeah. Good. I know.
And all it costs you is a bunch of dumb thrice records and other bullshit you never gonna listen to.
Yeah, I purged a ton of stuff. When I was out there, before I went out to your place, I purchased a ton of stuff. It offset a bunch of stuff that I was getting. So in the end, it all worked. It worked out for everybody. You
pretty much only paid for 2 records, right? Just the Beatles ones.
Yeah, which I'll get into on a later episode. But that was the only thing, that I actually paid.
Not bad.
Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Anyway,
cool. Well, I'm glad you got a cool record.
Yeah, I'm glad too. Also, shout out to this guy. Shout out to this guy who brings stuff into your store, like the backstage passes, because he did also bring in that clear channel paper with the autographs of all the guys from the Murder Dolls. So I took that.
Oh
I took
yeah,
that from you a while back. So I put that with my Murder
yeah,
Dolls record too.
yeah. Same
So
guy.
yeah, same guy. So shout out to him. I don't even remember his name, but
His name is Jonathan.
Jonathan. Yeah, shout out to him if he
Yeah,
ever, because I got that
just some
Murder Dolls
Jewish
stuff.
guy from. I think he's from London, but he's super nice. He just had a kid, and
Nice.
so he's just getting rid of like a bunch of his stuff, and it's just fun to hear him talk about. He's really good friends with the guy, one of the guys from Glassjaw. Like they're like on a first name basis, and they text and stuff. So,
Nice.
and he just came in the other day because he comes in from time to time to like get like packing materials and advice on how to pack records and stuff because he has a lot of like obscure weird shit that he sells online. But he's a cool guy. I like him.
Nice. Yeah, shout out to Jonathan. So anyway,
You shout out.
that's all I got. You have anything else on this one?
I was about the OG. Well, the OG's the later repress, but I was about the OG self-entitled from him. The first press of self-entitled from Blink.
Oh, from Blink. Oh, really? Okay. Nice.
And he also had the OG copy. Again, like these aren't like OGs. They came out years after the record dropped. Yeah. It's just the first pressing of the vinyl. But he also brought in the Boxcar Racer first press, but it was sealed from Hot Topic.
That's right. Did you keep that one?
No, we sold that one for a mint. I don't like sealed records because if I open it and it's
it's fucked up.
Fucked. Yeah. It's like, dude, we just wasted that. And like, nah.
Makes sense. And you don't want to open it to check because you don't want to lose that value of have it being mint. So
yeah, the sealed records always demand a premium because a lot of times people buy sealed records and they don't ever open them.
Yeah, there's that too.
So like they have to demand a premium.
True. All right, cool. So let's that's it. Stay tuned for the main episode. Get into AFI, one of my favorite bands. For Easy Hard Season, we are halfway through Easy Hard Season now on the podcast. So thanks for listening. Go to Spotify, Apple Podcasts, give us 5 stars. If you're watching on YouTube, smash that subscribe button. And that's it. That's all.